Our first vocabulary word we're drawing is nearby. To be nearby something means that you are close to it. In our classroom, we are normally nearby tables or desks. We sit at them, we work at them often. Even when we're sitting on our classroom rug, we are still sitting nearby the tables because they are actually fairly close to us. It doesn't matter where we're at in our room. If we are in our classroom, we are nearby our desk or our tables because they are in our room close to us. Think of something that you're sitting nearby now. If you're at home, you may be nearby the kitchen table. If you're at school, you may be nearby your table or you may be nearby a friend. Draw a picture of yourself, maybe standing nearby a friend. Maybe draw a picture of something that is nearby you. Nearby is another way of saying something is close to you. Draw a picture of something that is nearby you now. Our next vocabulary word is fright. Fright is another way of saying to scare someone. If you are given a fright, you are scared. One time I went to a haunted house and it was really creepy. There were cobwebs in the corners, and you had to walk through these doors that had like these things hanging down you couldn't see. And every once in a while, somebody would jump out and they would scream at you. And when they yelled, most of the time they would yell something like boo. It would scare you to death. It would give you a fright. Many of you have probably been to one of those types of houses where you were scared and they gave you a fright. Some of you may be like my dog. My dog gets a fright often from hearing thunderstorms. The loud thunder, it gives her a fright when she hears it and she shakes. It scares her. Anytime you're given a fright, you are scared. Think of something that frightens you, that gives you a fright, and draw a picture of something that does that now. Our next vocabulary word is escape. When I think of the word escape, what comes to mind is that it means to get away. A lot of times we think of something escaping like getting away, like you caught a bug and it escaped, it got away, got out of the jar you caught it in. But also, sometimes we use the word escape when we talk about we wanted to get away from something that's bothering us. For example, sometimes when I'm in the cafeteria and all of you guys are eating and it's so loud because you're all talking and your mouths are open and lots and lots of noise are coming up, I want to get away or escape from the cafeteria. And I will often think of a place that can make me escape or I could get away to. And the place that I think of a lot of times on campus that's quiet and nice and is a good place to get away from the noise is our library. Our library is a wonderful place full of books, and I often think, man, it would be nice to go to our library, all curled up in a big chair with a book, and just sit quietly and read. That would make me feel so much better because I could get away from the noise. I could escape to the library and just relax. Think of some place that you would want to escape. Maybe if your little brother or sister was annoying you, where is a place that you would want to escape, to just get away? Maybe it's locking yourself in your closet. Maybe it's going in a toy room alone. Maybe you would like to go to the library and just look at books in the quiet. Think of a place that you would like to escape to, a place you would like to get away, and draw a picture of that now. Our next vocabulary word is cram. To cram something means to stuff it full. Stuff it full. If you stuff something completely full, it's going to be bulging at the seams. It's going to be overflowing. A lot of times I will catch you guys at the end of the day taking your backpacks, and you'll be trying to cram stuff in them. And a lot of times, one of the things that you guys try to cram in there, especially in the wintertime, you'll try to cram your jackets. So I'll look over and I'll have people trying to put their jackets in there, their books in their backpack. They might want to be putting their lunch boxes in their backpack, and they are just cramming stuff full of the backpack, of cramming stuff full into their backpack. And what that happens is the backpack won't close. It'll be too heavy to wear on your back. It's just too much stuff. Whenever you are cramming things into something, you're putting too much in it. It's going to be too full, too heavy. So think about that when you hear the word cram. Think about it means just too much stuff in one place. Think about what your backpack would be like if you tried to stuff your jacket, your lunchbox, your reader, your folder, maybe even a basketball too. Too many things, it would be coming completely out the top of it because it's just cram full. Think of a time that you have tried to cram too many things in maybe your backpack or maybe just a bag you had at home. Think about what it looks like. Draw a picture of that now. The next vocabulary word is solution. Solution is a vocabulary word that applies not just to what we're learning in reading, but also in math. Because solution is another way of saying that you know the answer. If you know a problem like 2 plus 2 equals something, the solution is the answer to that problem. Most of you have already learned 2 plus 2 equals 4. 4 is the solution. And we talk about solutions a lot when we talk about solving problems because we want you to find the answers. Solution is a fancy word for the answer. In the problem 2 plus 2 equals 4, the solution is 4. Draw a picture of a math problem now and circle the solution or the answer to the problem. The last vocabulary word we're drawing for lesson 2 is strategy. Strategy is a fancy way of saying, I have a plan. We have been using strategy all week when we've been subitizing our problems in math. We've been looking at 10 frames, and in our looking at 10 frames, we have quickly learned that sometimes it's very easy to subitize how many's there based on what we see. For example, if we look at this 10 frame that I just drew, if I asked you how many dots were there, most of you would very quickly say there's 5. You wouldn't have to count them because you're able to subitize it. You can use a plan or a strategy to find that answer. Most of yours would come up with the plan immediately that this dot can move up and that makes a full row. We know that's 5. Some of you may look at the strategy of, oh, I can see how many's here and here. That's 4. There's only 1 left. That is 5. You use different strategies or different plans to solve the problem. If you have a strategy, you have a plan. Draw a picture of a 10 frame now with dots in an unusual order and then discuss with your parents or with Miss Raina or Miss Sanford what your strategy would be for subitizing the number.